4 Live radar is lit up, but how much snow are we actually going to get, and how cold is it going to get tonight? Karen?
Also, first at 4, there is a new push right now to fight anti-gay bias in Michigan, and the decision could be in your hands. Jamie.
The Novi Ice Arena again producing an international level ice dancing team.
Really amazing to work with everyone and all the friends we've developed. It's really nice. Everyone's so supportive.
We caught them just before they left for the Youth Olympics in Switzerland. Their story first at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news coming from Detroit during this evening rush. Southbound I-75 is closed at I-94. Take a look at that. We've got video of a semi-fire that has closed that side of the interstate. Sky 4 was also just over the scene. You can see things have calmed down moments afterwards. You can see crews still cleaning up the area just a few minutes ago. It's always a busy area this time of day, and this only makes it worse. So avoid I-75 south at 94 if you can. Let friends and family know as well. We'll let you know once it clears. Also, first at 4, an investigation is underway on Detroit's west side after a man is stabbed at a very busy intersection. This happened this morning in the area of Joy Road in Greenfield. Investigators say the suspect stabbed a 66-year-old man multiple times. That victim was taken to the hospital. No word on his condition at this hour. The crime scene has residents in the area asking a lot of questions.
You get so comfortable here and someone's going to stab you? That's just, no, that's not right.
Police did arrest the suspect. So far, no word on any charges. Prosecutors have filed several charges against a Novi mother accused of killing her 2-year-old son. 36-year-old Shunhee Shi was found in the family home on Sevilla Circle. Her son stabbed to death. She has also cut herself. Police say she has a history of mental issues. Now she's facing charges that include murder in the first degree premeditated. She's being held without bond. You might be asked to vote on the issue of gay discrimination during the November election. A new petition is proposing a citizen initiative to ban bias based on sexual orientation and gender identity in Michigan. The proposal would expand the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act to include gay, bi, and transgender residents. The group, Fair and Equal Michigan, hopes to obtain enough signatures by May. Now, if that happens, the legislature could either approve the idea or it would be put on the ballot in November. It has been a long time since it really felt like winter, but that is going to end overnight. Ben Bailey standing by with a chilly sneak peek. Ooh, it's going to be a cold one.
Yeah, temperatures really dropping tonight, but this will just sort of get us in the mood. And these snow showers starting to arrive. Unfortunately, just in time for the evening commute, and these are fairly robust here. Those dark shades showing up there in Livingston County, so be prepared for at least a quick, fairly intense snow shower as that moves down 96. It's not going to last very long. In fact, when we look at the reporting stations, Howell is seeing some flakes. Lansing had that snow shower last hour, and now they're actually getting some sunshine. So again, this is not going to last very long, but the temperatures are headed down tonight. We'll be below freezing by 10 p.m. and then looking for numbers tonight, at least feeling like single digits. That's in your 4-zone forecast coming up. Karen?
Well, there's no sign of backing down or giving in as the United States and Iran trade new threats. More on the heated rhetoric in a second, but first, there is new grief in Iran after a stampede breaks out at the funeral of General Qasem Soleimani. He was supposed to be laid to rest in his hometown just days after being killed in a U.S. drone strike. But something sparked a stampede among the huge crowd, leaving more than 50 people dead and 200 injured. The general's burial now delayed. Devin Skillion in the newsroom for more on the continuing threats. And Devin, neither side seems ready to bend.
Exactly right, Karen. Other world leaders have urged the U.S. and Iran to de-escalate the situation, but both sides seem locked in a spiral that points to more violence or threats of that or some kind of retaliation. Today, a massive crowd heard Iran's top military commander threatening to burn down places that are important to Americans. He made the comments to a crowd of an estimated 1 million million people who responded with cries of revenge, revenge. Meanwhile, the U.S. launched Air Force drills with 52 fighter jets. That's just days after President Trump threatened to hit 52 targets, including cultural sites, perhaps. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is still trying to reconcile that threat with international law. Iran says it is not afraid of the president's threats.
He's showing something. He's showing to the international community that he has no respect for international law, that he is prepared to commit war crimes because attacking cultural sites is a war crime. In this disproportionate response is a war crime. But he doesn't care, it seems, about international law.
Every target that's being reviewed, every effort that's being made will always be conducted inside the international laws of war. Seen it. I've worked on this project, and I'm very confident of that.
Now, at this hour, administration officials set to give a classified briefing to congressional leadership, the so-called Gang of Eight. We'll hear about the intelligence that led to the president's decision to take out General Soleimani. We will bring you any early reaction to that coming up here on Local 4 News at 5. Karen, back to you.
All right, we'll see you at 5, Devin. First at 4, we're also tracking other stories making headlines all around the world today. And we're tracking some destruction of a powerful earthquake in Puerto Rico. One person is dead, at least 8 injured after the 6.4 magnitude earthquake hit. The heaviest damage to buildings appeared to be on the southern portions of the island. Today's quake was the strongest in a series of quakes over the past 10 days. Right now, seismologists can't predict if it will stop or get even stronger. Now, there is some encouraging news in the fight against Australia's raging brush fires. Cooler temperatures and some scattered rain has slowed the advance of many fires, but hotter temperatures are expected to return. That could boost more than 150 fires still burning, with less than half of them under control. The fires have killed 25 people, destroyed more than 1,500 homes, and devastated the wildlife. It is feared some species could even be wiped out. Here at home, you probably know that Metro Detroit has been a home base for several skating champions who have claimed Olympic glory on the ice. Well, today, Local 4's Jamie Edmonds introduces us to a new part of athletes with some big dreams that are starting to come true.
Is the next great American ice dancing duo here in Metro Detroit? The answer is yes. And where else do they train but here at the Novi Ice Arena?
The Olympic rings loom large at Novi Ice Arena. It's the ultimate goal for the skaters who glide beneath them. This young ice dancing duo is already getting a taste. This is Katarina Wolf-Kostin and Jeffrey Chen. They've been skating together for less than a year, but already have shown so much promise.
Sometimes the teams just click, and when these two get together, you can really see they didn't waste a second.
That's world-renowned ice dancing coach Igor Spielbond, who, since coming to Novi, has sent 17 ice dancing teams to represent their countries in the last 2 Olympic Games. But when we talk Olympics for Wolf-Kostin and Chen, at least for now, we're talking about the Youth Olympics, which begin this week in Switzerland.
That's a really exciting experience. We've never been there before.
Yeah, really amazing to work with everyone and all of friends we've developed. It's really nice. Everyone's so supportive.
The Youth Winter Games feature athletes ages 14 to 18 in traditional Olympic sports. It's the who's who, the up and coming of America's best. And that includes this duo, who finished in the top 5 at their Junior Grand Prix events in Russia and France. They also topped the junior podium at the 2020 U.S. Ice Dance Final. Even though they don't have much experience together, they've both won national titles with other partners. They say they're feeling so comfortable already with each other.
They didn't waste a second. They're on the ice every minute. They're skating, they're working, they're very aggressive. I think they're both very determined to be well, have a good passion for sport.
Today they put the final touches on their free dance, accepted many well wishes and hugs from friends at the rink, then grabbed their suitcases bound for Switzerland.
They just raced out of here from Metro Airport. I hope we didn't make them miss their flight. Competition begins Friday in Switzerland. In Novi, Jamie Edmonds, Local 4.
How exciting. Thanks, Jamie. Wolf-Kostin and Chen are 2 of 8 American skaters bound for the Youth Olympics. A fun fact, Jeffrey Chen's sister Karen is the 2017 U.S. Ladies Champion and represented Team USA at the 2018 Olympic Winter Games. Best of luck. Still ahead, this is former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. His sexual assault trial is underway right now. We'll tell you why he was scolded by the judge during jury selection. Don.
Well, Karen, millions of women are concerned about the impact of using some baby powder products. But we just got some new research that looks at a link between the product and possibly ovarian cancer. We'll talk about what it says next.
Up first is something your kids might do after it snows, how a winter weather prank almost turned deadly. Stay with us.